On January 20th, 2025, 70 days from now, Donald Trump will be inaugurated as president. This is the second time in my lifetime that a businessman has been president of the United States. You put that in conjunction with what's happening in technology and the advent of artificial intelligence, machine learning, quantum computing that are coming up at the same time. And then you say, who's going to help Donald? Who's going to come with him? And the lineup is mind-boggling. We have Linda McMahon, the wife of the founder of the World Wrestling League. We have Howard Luckman of Cantor Fitzgerald. You might remember his first introduction to us was when his Cantor Fitzgerald got blown up by the 9/11 bombing. And then you have Elon Musk, who is coming in and saying, I'll revamp the system and cut all the waste out of government spending. No one has ever done that. Then we have Peter Thiel, the famous founder of PayPal and Palantir, who is saying he wants to be a part of this administration and make things happen. Then we have the past candidate, excuse me on his name, Vifrak Ramaswamy. Again, a billionaire, successful businessman who is saying, let me be a part of your ambassador troop. Maureen Adelson from the Las Vegas Sands and the Dallas Mavericks. I thought that was owned by Mark Cuban. Maybe he sold it recently. And then you have Bill Ackman, one of the most famous hedge funds, Pershing Square Capital, Mark Andreessen from Venture Capitalists, another hedge funder, and then John Paulson, another hedge funder. These are the people who are lining up and coming in and saying, I want to help create a business atmosphere around the U.S. government that cuts spending, that incentivizes business, that recognizes we are at the verge of the growth of this world, the biggest growth opportunity in my lifetime. And I just turned 80 years old. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to recognize that at this point, 10% of the world's population owns 90% of the $115 trillion of publicly traded stocks. 10% owns 90%. Why is that? That's because we haven't been taught financial literacy. That's because 90% of the world does not know what a stop-loss order is. So my task, as I see it, is to educate using AI to make you know what a stop-loss order is, what a PEG ratio is, how operating income differs from gross margins, and help you understand why is semiconductors and artificial intelligence and general machine learning going to change the world, and how can you step into that 10% that owns 90% of the $115 trillion of publicly traded stocks and push that number to 20%, and you participate in this tremendous growth opportunity in the world. That's my objective. That's my objective for you, to give you a platform that you can come to and you can click on any number of stocks and you can learn what happened at their last earnings call. What part of the semiconductor world are they part of? What's going to happen to Supermicro Computer, and how is that going to affect NVIDIA and Amazon and Google and Microsoft? And so that you can have the sum total of knowledge at a click in a podcast form, so that you can be up to date every morning on the stocks that you own. And then you can learn how to read their financial statements so that you can look into those stocks that are depressed now, but have growth opportunities and have recognized them and are acting to take advantage of those growth opportunities. But what you have to understand, the biggest growth opportunity of your lifetime is probably going to take place or start 70 days from now. I'm not saying Donald Trump is a gift from heaven. No, I have some problems with him. But as I see this lineup of people, Linda McMahon, Howard Lummick, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Vivek, whatever his name is, Myron Adelson, Bill Ackerman, Mark Andreessen, John Paulson, Scott Bassinet, I say, holy crap, our world's going to change. And it's not just because of artificial intelligence. It's become of the coming wave that is going to be pushed by artificial intelligence in a total different mindset in Washington. I mean, I wrote a paper, and I can't get anybody to read it, that if we would just invest in ourselves, we could get rid of the national debt in 56 years. We take in $2 trillion every year in Social Security contributions, and then we dump it into treasuries that pay 2%, 3%, 4%. Hell, the 20-year average on the S&P is 11. Multiply 2 times 5, and you come up with 10. Well, this is another percent above that. We could pay off the debt. We could eliminate the failure of Social Security just by investing in ourselves. This is the growth opportunity for you of your lifetime. Recognize it. Learn about it. Understand it. Change this number. 10% of the world's population owns 90% of the $115 trillion of publicly traded stocks. Why? Because that 10% knows what a stop loss order is. It knows how to read a PEG ratio. It knows how it differs from a PE ratio. It understands capital turnover. These are the things that I want to teach you. These are the things that I am putting on my website, and I'm using artificial intelligence to update it on a daily basis and give you the information you need to make informed investment decisions and participate in the growth opportunity of a lifetime. Are you going to be a participant? Or once again, will you be an observer? Get on the wave, join the tribe. Best of us investors, best of U.S. investors, best of us, best of U.S. That's what I want for you. Get on the bus.